Just for a test, everybody say something. Hello. Hello. Okay, the microphone can hear all of us.
But we can't hear everybody.
Well, that's because you need headphones.
Yes.
It's just the illusion of being
Okay, Ringo, come on. Go lay down. Just for right now.
Hi, my buddy. Hi.
This is all very silly.
Where's your silly puppy? Where's your silly puppy? Come here, come here. You're gonna hear me all the way over here. Butt down.
Butt
there you
down.
go.
There we go.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. What are we talking about? No idea. No idea.
Nope.
But you'll be sad to know that last time's podcast doesn't exist.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Because I had such a hard drive failure that the last end of it ended. And then when I was missing, and then whenever I tried to export it, it moved straight to my computer, so it's gone.
Oh.
But that one was interesting. How would you know? You weren't here. Well, she told me it was interesting. I was going off of her word. Ringo, go lay down.
We basically talked about working in big box retail stores.
Yeah. we were talking about all the equipment that.
Well, I'm sorry I had to work.
Because we've both been on the wrecking cruise, so.
Yes. It was a good conversation.
We had a new one this week. Somebody popped an industrial size jug of laundry detergent on the floor and didn't tell anyone for about 5 or 6 hours.
Ooh,
I found out about it when somebody slipped.
Ooh.
Stepped in the puddle and went, woohoo!
Nice.
Yeah, those are really, laundry detergent is really slippery. Alright, buddy, on the bed. I have to record a show. If you're not going to behave, you have to go out.
Blanket?
Blanket, come on. Grab a blanket.
Pull it over next to you. He might.
Here, buddy. Yeah. Lay down, buddy.
Okay. So you rub me and I do get blanket too? Okay, I could do that.
Yeah. I'll be right here. I promise.
He's like, but I could be on you.
I don't have blanket and be on you.
You gotta learn this, okay?
Ringo. Ringo? Lay down.
Some sad eyes.
Hey. Lay down.
Oh my god, those are sad eyes. Look at that face.
I know. Go lay down. Go on. Hey.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Lay down.
You don't have to lay down in the corner. Just, you can't be honest. There you go.
Good boy.
Good boy. No, stay. Well, if you want to come under the chair, that's fine. I just don't want you on me. I need to be able to move.
Yes, we need to be able to move. Okay.
Cough, sputter, sputter, die.
He's not very loud. Oh, do you need it turned up more? Are you plugged all the way in too? Is he loud enough for you? Well, she has control of her own volume. Oh. Say things, Cupcake.
What do you want me to say?
Is that good enough?
Yeah, I have control over my own volume.
I think I'm losing my hearing because I have to have people speak a little louder than usual. Oh, it does happen with age.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, because we have such control over time.
Well, maybe you don't, but I'm do.
Not old. You're merely getting older. I wasn't calling you old.
Oldish.
I like the lemon ones. It's weird. I usually get at least one lemon. This packet didn't have any.
No lemon. No lemon.
You have to be careful. They're not soft chewy. Well, if you mush them in your hand for a while, they are. That's what I usually do. Okay.
Hello and welcome to episode 65 of the super happy fun Jabbertron tea party with Kiki, Bones, Faith, and Grieve. No matter the weather, a cup of tea will always help.
So, hi Bones.
Hi, Bones.
I am the cupcake. I come from the future.
For what purpose? Time zones?
To John Connors. Give me your clothes and your motorcycle.
No.
Okay.
I wish I had a motorcycle.
Don't we all?
There's still one in the parking lot.
I want a Vespa.
I do actually want a Vespa.
No, Haruka, you cannot have a Vespa. Especially not a 1965 Bumblebee yellow Vespa.
No, they make these bikes now that are solar powered, like scooters that you can also pedal. I want one of those.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so I have no idea what we're gonna talk about.
So, same thing as last week. We had no idea what we were talking about.
Even when we do know what we're gonna talk about, that doesn't mean that's what we talk about.
This is true.
It's usually what we start talking about, and then we
get
the
sidetracked.
subject. Yeah, because it's hard having a show with a bunch of people that are easily sidetracked.
No, because we cover a
Always
vast
the
variety
sidetracking.
of...
Always.
The same sort of topics every episode.
We never quite finish each one.
Was I the only one that heard that?
No, I heard it too.
Was that thunder?
I don't know.
I think that was somebody's back door.
That didn't sound like a back door.
Maybe it was thunder then.
Who knows?
News.
Yes, news. News would be a good place to start.
Those cream puffs look awesome.
Well, there's a new royal baby.
Yeah?
What did they name her? Charlotte or something?
Aww. Didn't name her Elizabeth?
No. But it has family significance?
Wasn't there someone named Charlemagne?
Okay, that's not even the right lineage.
Okay,
Long
I'm
ago.
lost.
It's just easier to be lost.
Like, it has meaning on both sides of the family. Like, Charlotte is, I think, her grandmother's middle name, and then somebody on the actual royal side's name is Charlotte. Like, it might have been a James or something. I don't know. There was a point behind the name.
I thought they were gonna name the girl after his mom.
I doubt it, considering how obsessed the world still is with her. I wouldn't put that child through that. Like, I'm sure by now they're so sick of it, it's like, no, stop talking to us about it.
Yeah.
And then Cupcake just stares, with his head slightly tilted.
All this talk of children makes me sad.
No.
Okay.
Okay, he said talk of children. I heard taco children. I'm like, what? Taco children? What?
Taco children.
Did a taco factory get sued for child labor or something?
Exactly. By the way,
Yeah.
Taco Bell now has Diablo sauce. Skip it.
Because we're too
Okay.
white.
I'm a pepperhead. That shit is hot.
Yes, it is.
It's just straight up fire.
It was okay for a few bites.
I put it.
Then
I
I
put
was like,
two of them on a taco.
I'd like to taste my food.
Yeah, I'm not a set my mouth on fire. I like spicy for taste. So if it's just going to set my mouth on fire, then I'm pretty much not tasting anything. So what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, the fire sauce has a little bit of kick. Their Diablo sauce is redonkulous hot.
Yeah.
Like it goes from like about a 5 to about a 12.
Yeah.
They wouldn't say a 12, but it's a 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty acclimated to capsaicin, and it was uncomfortably hot after 2 of those on a taco. It's like, whoo, shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Just a side note. I'm warning everyone about it because apparently some places are just getting it now. Like here in Minnesota, we're just getting them in our restaurants, and it's like, I was like, ooh, Diablo sauce. That sounds interesting. I tried it, and I'm like, whoa, okay. Might be good on a burrito, definitely not on a taco.
No, freaking, what was it? They got them Tuesday here.
That was about the time we got it. I think I went to dinner on Tuesday, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That reminded me of something, and then my yawn took away my thought.
Wow.
Damn you, yawn!
Are yawns providing more oxygen to your brain?
That's one of the theories.
So maybe the oxygen pushed the idea out like in a bubble.
Well, the yawn action clearly overrode the neuron of the thought before it got there.
Yeah.
Or more technical sciencey terms that I'm fucking up. I don't know why hot sauce reminded me, but sadly Revenge, well not sadly because it needed to end, but I wish it had just gone out, but Revenge has been canceled. Yeah, they're not even gonna get to finish it.
They're not even gonna get to finish it?
It went on too long, and then people fucking stopped watching.
Oh, I wanted to finish it.
I assure you don't.
Wait, what now?
It's a TV show.
What TV show?
Revenge.
Oh, okay, don't care.
It's been canceled. Phineas' Ferb is ending.
No.
Well, it's only been going for like 5 years.
Yeah, it's finishing out the season, and then it's going to have 2 specials, and then the creators are going to move on to a new project. Because they're finally going to fucking go back to school. The last episode, or the name of the special, something like that is called like The Last Day of Summer.
Which they said it was going to be. The final episode was always going to be The Last Day of Summer.
And then there's going to be a special after that, I believe. So.
Yeah, for the winter.
But yeah, sad face.
Oh, whatever.
Well, I suppose now that there's more people here, we could talk more about, like, Steven Universe and shit.
Well, it could be worse. It could be SpongeBob the Undying.
SpongeBob the Never-Ending.
SpongeBob the Ever-Living.
When your show has a loose canon, you can kind of just keep going as long as people will watch. Which is why Simpsons got renewed for more seasons.
They've only been on for like 30 years.
And never aged.
20-something.
25.
Well, they've had to
Well, 25, 26.
Every few years they have to redo, like, plot backgrounds, and Grandpa's no longer, like, a vet of World War II anymore because he'd be too old. Now he's like a nom vet instead. In one of the newer episodes.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Well, yeah, he'd be old enough. My dad isn't, well, not legally, but he was a nom vet.
My dad's a nom vet.
I don't know if it's true because obviously I haven't researched it, so this is just a quip. But I saw something somewhere like World War II soldiers saw like an average of 8 active battles a year, and like Vietnam was like 200 and something active battles a year because it was different kind of warfare as opposed to trench and guerrilla.
Yeah.
Because trench warfare, you dig in, and then you go further ahead, dig in, go further ahead, dig in, further ahead. Oh, we're out the town now? Overrun the town. Dig in.
Yeah.
Guerrilla warfare is fuck jungle, fuck everywhere.
Kill, 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 oh die, kill, 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 kill,
Set
oh
it
die.
on fire, why are we here? Oh. Anyway, yeah. That was a weird thought process, but we got there eventually.
Yes.
I doubt you two have seen it because why would you? I don't know if you noticed, but I posted a video to Facebook. It's like 103 facts about Steven Universe or something like that. And according to one of the people who work on the show, Rose Quartz made herself a uterus so she could have Steven.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because it's a race of women, but it's only from like a pronoun standpoint. They don't have the same.
They have female. They have female gender in what they more closely personify, but they don't have physical.
Because they're energy beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently he's when questioned as to how had Steven in the first place, she went, I need a uterus for this, and made herself a uterus.
Okay.
They
I
can
have
make their
no
own.
clue what show you guys are talking about.
We're talking about Steven Universe, which is a show that has a mostly women-based cast.
Okay.
About 95% female.
Mm-hmm.
No clue.
We talked about it a lot on the now non-existent podcast episode, which I think there are like 3 of those now. 3 episodes that just don't exist.
We got through, but Kiki's computer hated us, so
Yeah.
they don't exist.
Well, Kiki's doing hard drive swaps as we speak right now, so I won't even have that troublesome hard drive anymore.
Yay!
But we were talking about better personifications of characters, and we were talking a lot about Steven Universe because it has it's a show that's not necessarily geared towards women, but has mostly women and was made by a woman while still having a male protagonist, but in a positive way.
Mm-hmm. Now he brings up that he's, well, let's be honest, he's heavyset, he's dark-skinned, he has only one parent.
Yep.
He's being raised by guardians, like both in the mythical sense and in the literal legal sense.
A non-traditional, even though traditional family doesn't exist, but from
a non-nuclear family.
From a trope standpoint, a non-traditional family. Yep. Sorry, there's candy in my mouth.
The characters all have interesting quirks. They have ups, they have downs. The shit about Garnet is straight up bananas. It also explains why she's so goddamn powerful.
But yeah, we were highly recommending the show.
Yeah.
That, Gravity Falls, Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm. Give me that book.
You can't have the cream puppets in the internet.
They hooked me with that song he sings after they crash back on Earth again, about not wanting his girlfriend to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the song is called, but I just remember him. I don't want you to be a part of this. I don't think you should be a part of this. I don't want. It sounds like I don't think you should be a part of this. I don't want you to be a part of this. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Well, I was thinking the other day, like, if they had children together, Steven and Connie, because Connie's fully human and Steven's half human, they could easily have children who don't have gems.
Yes.
What would happen to Steven's gem when he died? Like, would it just pass on to one of his children, or would Rose Quartz be reborn? Because technically it's in the gem.
Yeah.
I think it just becomes like a power gem kind of thing.
Yeah. Or like, maybe if when he dies, it just like becomes the shield it personifies, because it's no longer got like a consciousness, but it still has a duty. Anywho.
Well, and there's something to say that the gems, like, he couldn't. Maybe when you add humanity to it, maybe a reincarnation thing.
Yeah, because there's an episode that proves that Steven does age, so he has the ability to die from age, and it's a very emotional episode because it digs deep into Pearl, because she loves Steven very much. But he not only can he die, he can just die eventually of old age, where she can live on forever. So there will become a point in time where Steven just doesn't exist for them.
You will live forever. Your curse to watch everyone you love die.
You know, that old vampire trope.
Yeah.
That's not even a vampire trope. That's like an immortal trope.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be immortal, but they don't consider that no one else is going to be immortal.
It's just heavily played up in vampires. Well, ever since vampires
that have been humanity that's been turned to vampirism.
Yeah, romanticized vampires, not the more horrific vampires.
Real vampires are bipedal monsters that need to be staked as soon as possible.
I'm trying to remember stuff I heard throughout the week, and I can't remember most of it. I'm suddenly brain dead.
Don't look at me.
Are you
I'm looking
having
right
what
at
we
you.
call Grieve syndrome?
Yes. I am having a grieve moment. You started it.
Technically, I did. Yeah. Me having brain fries is practically famous.
I did see Age of Ultron, and I know you saw Age of Ultron, but
I did indeed.
they haven't seen Age of Ultron.
Tough titty.
I don't even know who Ultron is, so...
Tony Stark's both greatest invention, basically.
It's an AI.
Actually, it's not Tony Stark.
Oh, because that's never
comics,
dangerous.
Well, it shows both, like, how it can go wrong and how it can go right. It's just Ultron essentially wasn't first right. So he's got the madness and and thinks the best way, that old classic, the best way to save humanity is to get rid of humanity.
Ha!
Because that will bring about peace. And it's like, that's not what we really mean when we say peace.
Yeah.
Although technically, on a certain level, they've always been right with that.
Well,
because
there wouldn't be peace on Earth, though, because other creatures would exist. You'd have to get rid of consciousness.
Yeah, but I meant more the saving humankind. Because if you're going to save us from ourselves, you would have to wipe us out. Because since
the whole thing is, without humanity, Earth returns back to status quo. We are the one thing that's not quite like all the others on this planet. Everything could be wiped out and start over again. As long as we weren't here, what you might call animals killing each other isn't violence, but just the way of things.
It's survival. It's different.
Yeah.
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 So I heard the argument, well, what about the animals that eat each other? I'm like, that's just nature.
Yeah.
They were eating each other before we got here, and they'll eat each other after we're gone.
I mean, we have proven that certain creatures do understand the concept of, like, malice and revenge and whatnot, but from a general standpoint, not the same level to which humanity does, but that's because we've just developed so... Not complexly, but so technology-wise that it makes it really easy to be...
Yeah.
All of the animals except for one are highly evolved mammals.
Mm-hmm.
Their end level, if you think of evolution like a progression along a line, they're all end level characters. Except for one. Squids. Squids are incredibly intelligent for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Octopi as well. Both the gastropods are just ridiculously smart. And the idea that there might be a planet out there somewhere being ruled by psychic squid monsters is really not that far-fetched.
Well, when it comes to things like, is there other intelligent life out there? Like, yeah, possibly, but probably not within our viewing distance.
Well, and the other argument that's been made is maybe it did exist, but it's already come and gone.
Yeah.
Or it's yet to come.
Because a lot of the shit we're looking at is technically, some of it's already gone. Because light travels at only a certain amount of speed, you're looking into the past. The same for if they were looking at us. So, it's one of those things where it's kind of null and void, and it's a non-issue. Like, it's something to think about and look for, but it's not really something tangible because the universe is so vast. Mm-hmm. If there is intelligent life, it's either beyond us or just not in a way we will ever be able to interact with.
Yeah.
Not that we shouldn't continue to research space, because that helps us understand our reality more, and that's always good. Mm-hmm. Just that certain things are not realistically tangible to be concerned about beyond a philosophical standpoint. Like, what would intelligent think of us if they came to visit us? Well, you could spin that almost any way you would want, depending on your viewpoint. Like, they could think us evil or terrific or whatnot. It doesn't matter. They're not you don't have their actual viewpoint. It's not a tangible thing. It's a philosophical one.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And we assume that everything we meet would have the same view of reality that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Reality is about perception, so if they view it differently, like, it may in all rights be different.
I mean, the whole concept of time is a human construct. Nobody likes to hear that, but that's a reality.
Yeah.
Time is a human construct so that we can quantify chaos.
Yeah. I mean, we can see it actually affecting us, but the way we discuss it isn't real.
Time isn't a thing. You can't quantify time. You can quantify the concept.
Yeah, it's another one of those philosophy things. It's not real while still being kind of real. It's not a tangible thing. Just like senses only matter because we experience them.
Sure.
How's that Terry Pratchett line go? Grind the universe to dust and show me one atom of justice, one molecule of mercy.
Do you have any audio problems? Or?
No, my ear itched.
Oh, okay. Sorry, she was moving her headphones around. I'm like, can you not hear? This is a new splitter. I'm going to be very upset.
No, my ear itched.
Okay.
Technical difficulties, not of the.
You know me better than that. If I couldn't hear, I'd go, I can't hear. I'd poke you and whine. Because I have no place in this conversation. You guys are saying stuff over my head.
Well, you understand the concept of perception.
Grieve simple. No understand big words.
I know you understand it. We've had discussions about it.
I are Cupcake, destroyer of baked goods.
I wish I was a destroyer of
how does
baked
that work?
goods.
Because if you're a cupcake, you're a baked good.
Yeah,
He's a cannibal.
He destroys all other baked goods. Well, birds eat other birds. Who the fuck cares? Just,
Yeah.
certain bits you shouldn't eat.
Yeah.
Like don't eat brain.
Yeah.
I will tell you that
It'll
cake I
drive you
made was
crazy.
delicious.
But I thought the brains
so
were the
good.
part that made you smarter.
No.
No, it actually makes you dumber.
I consumed a calculator to gain its power.
Because there's some kind of disease that you can get from eating
It's,
a human brain, and
what are they called? Prions?
Prions, yeah.
Prions, there we go. Like, how do you pronounce it?
SCJ, Jacobson's disease, also known as mad cow disease.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that from eating human brain.
Well,
you get that from eating the meat of anything that's had it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, you really shouldn't eat brain. Very, very likely. And it's also
You really
why
shouldn't
should
eat
stay
any
away
organs.
From, like, monkey brain and stuff
Put
like
it this way, organs in general are a bad idea to eat. You
Yeah.
should not eat the organs of anything.
What's that tribe? Oh, I hate when I want to talk about, like, a smaller community, because technically they're not tribal, but tribe is the word we use for them, and I can never remember their name because I sound half dumb. But it's become less, but it was common practice to eat the dead. It was a treat too. It's something women and children did, but they kept essentially getting mad cow disease, but from people.
Mm-hmm. Generally, eating any of your own kind is a bad idea.
Yeah. And I feel terrible that I can't remember the name of the culture.
I don't know either. Isn't it like Southeast Asia?
It might have been. Oh.
The point being is
This is
just not a good idea.
Yeah, this is the bad part of half remembering. That's what I wanted to talk about. Female condoms are on the rise again.
Huzzah!
Because they got bad raps back in like the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, people didn't understand how the fuck to use them because we weren't teaching them how the fuck to use them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, fuck it, because in all honesty, a male condom is rather easy to figure out.
Yeah. Because it goes over something. Women don't have anything for anything to go over.
Well,
Unless it's like a sheet of plastic.
no, it goes
In and over?
Yeah. It's like one of the best ways for a woman to prevent STDs.
I'm trying. I'd have to see it
Do I have a picture?
to like understand.
Think of a windsock.
A wind sock?
Do you know what a windsock is?
Yes.
Okay.
So it goes in. So it's like somebody just opened a male condom and put it inside.
But it's bigger to fit the vaginal canal, and then if it's done right, it has significant coverage on the outside as well.
But it has nothing to hold on to on the outside.
It's holding on to the outside.
It's basically cling wrap.
And unless he's like, yeah.
He says that, and I get it.
Yeah, like seriously, unless he's trying to bump past your cervix, it's really hard to shove in a female condom. And if he's bumping past your cervix, get him the fuck out, or you're using too big of a tool. But it's one of the better ways for even if you're not heterosexual
or having being hung like a horse
or having
hey.
or having penis vaginal sex, even if you're just using toys and whatnot. It's one of the better ways to prevent STDs because it covers a wider area.
Yeah. Why is it that in every anime, every hentai, it always ends up with the guy pushing past the cervix? Like, that's a thing that happens.
It was like, now it's considered a fetish, but for a while it was this thing to do because in general hentai is like has to show sex in a wrong manner. It just does it less hilariously now. It's part of their laws, which is why sometimes penises look really weird.
Yeah.
And often the vaginas they show don't have like labias or anything like that.
I don't think. Have you ever seen a hentai?
No, I haven't, but I've heard enough about it.
Yeah, that's why tentacle porn and shit like that became a thing. Because
tentacle porn is funny.
Well, that's really more of a.
I like it.
That's more of a classic hentai.
What was that show? What was that one? The one where like her hair would like flick up and like shoot out. I was right. Okay. It was Lovely
what?
Girl.
She's remembering Lovely Girl again.
It was a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
the hair on her vagina would stick up and then just kind of shoot out.
Yeah, she could turn her pubes into needles.
Yeah,
because she was a sex ninja.
Yeah. So in other words, she was kind of like a porcupine down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to my thing. Like, I personally remember this becoming, like, the thing to do, the going into, like, the stomach in, like, the early 2000s, and that's mostly a mixture of, one, hentai doesn't show real sex, two, a lot of fetishes don't understand real sex, and it became the thing of, like, I'm being so engorged, or it's somehow shooting into my stomach, like, your penis is so large you could see it through here, it's like, no, you killed her if you've done that.
Yeah.
I've always found that very unsatisfying. Like, there are some where cum will come out of her mouth.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Because he has ejaculated so hard.
Oh, what I like is some of the newer shit where they do that, they'll make a note that they've connected the stomach and the vaginal cavity together. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? That's a terrible idea.
Wouldn't she just be constantly leaking stomach acid?
Yeah,
that's what I would think.
What?
And
either that or she'd eat something and the pieces would just fall out from between her legs.
Dissolve out her uterus too. Well, like, it's like, why?
Nowadays, it's usually linked to like they're gonna like literally what's what I'm looking for? Spear a girl. Like they'll take a giant rod and just shove it all the way through. Yeah, yes, it's just something I've come across. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Oh no, my favorites were the ones where they'd have the giant monsters. And they would take the girls and they would like literally just impale them, like end up ripping them in half with their penis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gore.
Those were just because I can't watch like real porn because the idea of this is a real human being that if I like went somewhere, I could accidentally run into them and that would be so embarrassing. So I used to because I don't really do it anymore. Watch hentais because
porn bookmarks.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you have porn bookmarks. Because they're animated. There is no possibility on this planet.
Can I point out the likelihood of you running into those people? You are the only person I know who knows anybody who's running to an actual porn star.
He's not a porn star. He just worked in the porn industry. Why are you pointing?
I'm talking about.
No. I mean, I don't know anybody who actually. Oh, Yeah, because I got to meet one.
Yes, you are the only person
Still
I know
can't watch
who's
her
met
videos.
one.
I can't do it.
Do you know the likelihood of you watching a porn, whether it be online, some random thing,
Well, it's
or
the
whatever,
same likelihood
running
of
into them?
running into somebody who's been in anything, really. It depends on...
So all you have to do is go to LA.
Well, you'd probably wander into them and not notice. There's probably plenty of people in town who are technically in the porn or the sex trade, and you just don't realize it.
Yeah, and see, I don't want to.
Okay, rude. But no, there's actually...
Just because I don't want to watch the real one?
Yeah, but no. Get your jollies off in your own way. I like both. I like both. A study...
I can't because I don't have my stuff anymore.
Well,
That's your own damn fault.
Well, no, that's
And my computer doesn't work.
That's because her computer refuses to recognize Windows.
No, actually, they were gone before that because somebody didn't
I
want me
was
finding out about
afraid
it.
of what she would think of me with all this animated porn on my computer. So
And
I
I
just
would've
made a
just been
snap
like-
judgment without saying anything, and I deleted all of it. And now I wish I had it back.
I could load shit right now and not give a fuck.
No, I still have the yaoi mangas that you got for me, but those are all, guy. I want my girl back.
Well, a study. I forget who did it, but I want to say it was a university. It might have been a magazine. Either way, essentially, the study was done for like the average type of porn, and women prefer girl on girl. And I think it's because lesbian porn, unless it's heavily fetishized, tends to be more sensual than heterosexual porn.
You're
And
right.
It's easier to believe that the orgasms are actually happening.
Yeah, because it usually it's more, even if it's just like friends fucking, it's usually more lighthearted, playful, less aggressive. I mean, there's the aggressive stuff, but that's the subgenre, not the major genre. Where more heterosexual porn is a guy suddenly turning on a bunch of different women and pounding the
For
fuck
me,
out of
it
them.
was women on women becomes more realistic for
Yeah.
me. Because you got, like you said, you've got a guy walking into a room full of girls and all of a sudden he's getting lucky. Just doesn't seem realistic to me.
Well, that's because it's made for the heterosexual male.
Yeah, the thing to keep in mind is that porn exists as a power fantasy for men.
Yeah. Where
Because
lesbian
reality
porn
is-
is for, in general, women, sometimes men, but it depends, again, on the genre of lesbian porn.
I say the thing to remember is that despite the way society portrays it, most men don't have that kind of power.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exist. The kind of men who have that power either have lots of money or are in a very powerful position somewhere.
Yeah.
CEO of a company, president of a country. They actually have power they can wield.
And then you argue, well, that's not really like consensual sex. That's using your power position and forcing consent.
But that's the
you
whole
don't
point.
always have
You can fuck
to
anyone
force
with money.
consent.
It doesn't matter what they look like.
Yeah.
If you got money, that changes everything.
Yeah. When you have money and power, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're forcing them to have it.
Well,
with
no,
you.
but it changes the concept of consent.
It does.
When you're sitting there watching a porn, wouldn't it like, imagine, because the ones where they come in and they're like, hey, I brought you a pizza, and like shit starts, is funny and it's easier to watch than if you watch something like, you watch them go on a few dates and then the guy sits there and asks if it's okay. You would have turned it off after the first date.
That sounds adorable as fuck.
Yeah, porn
but
isn't supposed to be adorable.
There's a outtake on one of the ones that my old company did, where you can hear me in the background. You can hear me in the background, whispering a line to the guy as he brings in the cheese pizza, and the girl goes, "That's a cheese pizza. I asked for sausage. Oh baby, I've got the sausage for you right here."
Oh. Wow.
I believe the original line was something really stupid, like, "Oh, thank you for bringing my pizza, but how can I pay for it?" I was like, that's really stupid. What we should write is, he brings her a cheese pizza, and she says she said that she actually ordered a sausage. So the line I rewrote the line to be, "Well, thanks, but I ordered sausage. Oh, I've got my sausage right here for you. Gentleman grabs his crotch. She then responds, that's a spicy meatball or something of that sort.
Oh, God.
I would have died laughing.
Yeah.
He responds with, get ready for my spicy pepperoni.
But
now,
yeah,
could you imagine lesbian porn like that? They'd have to do Mexican food. I got tacos.
What do you want on your pink taco? Some of that delicious tangy mayonnaise.
no.
We killed her!
No. I've actually seen one where it has the traditional pizza delivery, but it's two women, and there's no pizza in the pizza box. She just opens it, and it's nothing but toys. And
that would actually be cool.
I forget what the line is, but I remember I died of laughter.
Oh my god, now I want to see that scene.
It was some sort of sausage pun, but I don't remember remember what she said.
It's all vegan.
That sounds hilarious.
Oh my god.
Fish tacos?
Let's not go into tacos.
Oh god, we used to puns. I used to write so many puns into the scripts because I thought the scripts were terrible they were writing.
Well, in general.
And I was just like, we can do better than this. I mean, I get that it's low budget fetish porn, but seriously, we can do better than this. And we just started throwing random puns in. Like, we did one in a quarry where I just started making rock puns, like, don't take him for granted, he's a nice guy.
From a non-video standpoint,
well, I thought
erotic
it was funny.
comics.
Fuck all you.
Erotic comics are making a resurgence because the independent market is much better now.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of great women out there writing really good porn. Both from
Honestly,
a story and
Japanese porn has been really good lately.
Yeah, they're getting a lot better at it.
They're already a lot better at it.
Well, yeah, but like obviously there's still a lot of the fetishism and whatnot, but from, like, usually they have better stories, or they've gotten more to the adorable side of it, and less the, hey, let's fuck kind of side of it. Like, two people meeting, kind of falling in love. That sort of sex is starting to get really big over there.
Yeah, but see, when I want to watch porn, I want something that it's like, okay, 2 seconds in, there's the fucking.
Well, that's not watching porn. That's watching a porn clip. You can find that online. They're. I mean, for people who want to buy. Oh,
if I want a story, I'll read a story.
Well,
who the fuck buys porn?
Yeah, who buys porn?
Lots of people, apparently.
Who? I've never met anyone who bought porn.
Oh, not me
unless it was
personally.
weird fetish porn that you couldn't get anywhere else.
Even the one disc or the one CD I do have was given to me by the porn star that's in it. So
I have bought porn before.
I mean, the industry is still making money somehow.
Yeah. You bought porn?
Yeah, I was like,
she bought porn.
21 at the time? 2021.
Well, that's a little ways back. Like that I could see. Like now, if you buy porn, you're buying a video clip most of the time.
Or you're paying a cam girl to do something.
See, I always enjoyed watching the stuff that was on Skinamax late at night.
Softcore is so hilarious.
Oh my god, no. When I was growing up, there was this channel that I would flip through channels, and it would be kind of squiggly, but you would see stuff in between the squiggles, and I'd
porn.
For some odd reason, it was
my entire generation grew up on that. Like all the boys, all the time.
I remember there was one. Oh my god! I don't remember what it's called. It was something like the Mummy's Kiss or something, but it was a softcore porn, and one of the main characters was a mummy that was sucking the life out of people. I remember that one. You remember that one? It was on Skinamax for a while, but that was an awesome one. It was funny, but it was cool.
I think I showed you. Do you remember the Planet of the Apes parody porn?
Oh my god! I caught part of that.
It was made like back in, I want to say, the 80s or 70s, and one of the girls had like a dent in one of her fake boobs.
I think I remember that.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
They
I
used
don't
to make some
remember.
weird stuff though. There was like outer
What do
space
you mean
porn
used to? They
and
still do.
Armageddon.
Although Monster Girls are apparently on the rise right now. But I suppose that's because you can just kind of say whatever with them. It's like they're
Yeah.
a monster. I can say how their insides work or whether or not they have vagina, penis, both, multiple,
Yeah.
Vagina
whatever.
teeth.
you have
Like
control
slime girls
over
are
it.
really big right now because they can do pretty much whatever the fuck you
Mm.
want.
Mhm.
That one I used to have, I actually kind of wish I still had this. So there was a boy, and he had some kind of like heart condition or something like that, and the treatment for it, a side effect of the treatment turned him into a girl. And he found out how good having sex felt. So he just started fucking everything. And, ended up knocked up, whatever. But this girl who had a thing for him beforehand went to the same doctor and said, I want to stay me, but I want a penis so that I can be with
Oh
this
my God,
guy
I've
girl
read that
I
one.
liked.
Yeah.
I've read
And
that one.
ends up with this giant, huge, like human-sized penis. It was terrible, but it was really funny.
I read an adorable one that was about these two guys who've been buddies forever, and the one guy contracted a disease that caused you to basically change genders. But then the guy who was his buddy like fell in love with him, and then shit happened, and then it turned out that it was permanent. So then there was all this shit. It's just weird. But it was adorable in the sense that they were like Kamina and Simone buddies, and then like they somehow like what's the word I'm looking for? Not transition. They transcended that. I was just like,
Wait, weren't we talking about Age of Ultron before? How did we get here?
I have no idea how we got
Anyway,
into
I
porn.
enjoyed
This
it.
is way more interesting.
I enjoyed Age of Ultron. That's really all I wanted to say on it. I enjoyed it. It was very good.
it's a terrible movie. It stinks.
You just have to be the opposite of Kiki, don't you?
No, not really.
If we agree too much, the world will explode.
Oh,
No,
so this
I'm
is
really
why
just
you
referencing the
disagree.
critic.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Can I address something?
But no, we went to the it was a spur. Well, it wasn't so much a spur of the moment thing, but where we went to see it kind of was because we were out in Elk Grove, technically Elk Grove, swing at somebody's place, and then we were gonna come back into town to watch the movie. But she's like, "Why don't we just go to the drive-in?" So I've finally gone to the drive-in now.
Nice.
And then I gotta say, one, I like it. Two, we can never actually go in our car because our car radio doesn't go low enough. And three, we need to do that again, but in your truck when it has working brakes. And just pillows, blankets, sit in the back.
Yes. The drive-through is the best experience when you have a truck.
Drive-in.
But
Drive
see,
in.
I wanna go with her at least once, just the two of us, because I wanna cuddle.
Oh, okay.
Are you even going to be able to finish the movie?
We'll be in public. She'll make me finish the movie.
Alright.
Who the hell said?
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Alright, I'm sure I'll hear about it after the fact.
You crazy kids.
I mean, it's not like I've never done stuff in public.
I don't.
Well, we've lived very different lives.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much considered a prude.
Grieve's not a whore.
No, I'm not. Actually.
Can I be considered a whore? I've never really been paid for it.
Porn prostitute or tutor.
Okay.
But some people use them interchangeably.
Okay.
So
by the dictionary, you're a slut.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
well, arguably not anymore, but I had a very adventurous life at one point.
We all know if we gave you a robotic body, you'd just be as big of a slut as you were then. Come on.
Well, no, assuming I
Oh,
still have the capacity
that was
for emotions, I'm
stupid.
still in a monogamous relationship.
Oh, sure. That's what they all say.
He would
And
just
it's
get
the line. It's a line going around the block.
He'd just get more action more often. And not, I'm high enough on pain pills. Let's do this.
Go for it.
Although I saw this thing, it's essentially like, yes, little,
Sorry, I just saw a picture of tiny lizards.
They're
Oh.
cute. It,
Well, I can take my pants off and show you a tiny lizard.
Oh God, no!
I
Didn't
can't
you just?
help it.
Didn't you just get done saying that it was big? Now you're saying it's tiny?
It's his thing. It does both, remember? Sometimes they're small, and then they get big.
Oh, he's
It doesn't have any
uncircumcised.
temperature.
Okay.
If it's cold, it's teeny tiny. If it's warm, it's gigantic.
No, but I saw this post. I want to say I reblogged it on Tumblr, but I probably forgot because it was
I
early
live
in the
in
morning.
Minnesota, so it's usually teeny tiny.
Yeah. It's essentially a little seat for people with arthritis, and it's got kind of like
Get on with it!
a hammock style seat
Okay.
that you can sit or be placed on and stuff to help essentially get you into more traditional positions while taking the stress off your body. And I want one.
You can't have one.
I want
refuse.
one!
You can't have it.
Since when are you a controller for sex life?
Since about 5 seconds ago.
No.
I'm pretty
You
sure
say no, but I
that
still have complete control.
I'm pretty sure that her husband would have something to say about that.
He can try. Damn it, my coffee got cold. Now my stuff won't melt. I really gotta buy one of those thermal carrots. I'm gonna have to microwave this son of a bitch.
Go microwave it. We'll amuse ourselves.
The microwave is 10 feet that direction. You'll still be able to hear me.
Patty cake.
Ah, fuck.
What did you do?
I don't know. Spilled coffee on myself?
Well, we can't see.
Dude, I think somebody's ready for a nap.
I have been awake since 5 a.m. this morning.
How is that our fault?
I was at work from
I was
6
looking at his
a.m.
clock.
until 7:30 this afternoon.
Just add 2 hours to whatever time it is here.
I don't know what time it is.
Well,
It's 9.
I'll 9 you. Like a good German.
9.
So you'll know me?
Yes.
Isn't that what you usually do?
No! Wait, 9!
And then I drug your coffee
10?
and make you do it anyway.
Fuck the microwave.
I'm never taking
Oh.
you to Germany.
Yeah, don't fuck the microwave. Coffee's cold.
Okay.
Please
Although
don't
I
fuck the
cover my own
microwave. I don't want
coffee.
to see that.
So you might want to clean that up.
Yeah.
What?
The fact that you're covered in coffee, you might want to fix that issue.
Yes, I'm absorbing it through my skin. Pay attention.
Aww. They're making more DBZ stuff.
Oh.
I forget what it's called. Like, they're making another series. Like, they made a couple new movies and now they're making another series. Like, something F?
Damn it.
Stop hurting yourself!
Please.
Oh my god.
That should be start. There we go. Fuck.
Oh, it's cute.
It's like I'm stupid or something.
And in case you're wondering, yes, I did draw a bit of a pirate ship today. It's just Photoshop doesn't like when I'm copying stuff and trying to use it at the same time.
Oh.
Aww. And now we're just looking at crap on Tumblr.
Yep.
cats. Tumblr is pretty much for cute animal pictures, porn, and political rants.
Mm-hmm. And it's just
occasionally
way too
art.
bad that I can't get it on my phone.
Well, you can. It's just really sucky over data.
Yeah, the pictures never show up.
Yeah. If you have Wi-Fi, it works pretty good.
Yeah, it would only work when I'm here.
Which is what we have your Tumblr for.
Yeah.
Although apparently,
Except for I have different things on mine.
apparently I have a Pinterest account.
When did you get a Pinterest?
I don't know. Apparently, I've had it for quite a fucking while. Because I was looking at something that linked to a Pinterest page, and my thing, like, auto-logged in. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, now I have to find you and follow you.
I don't post anything.
Although she doesn't Pinterest, that's the whole problem.
Yeah, I don't use... Well, now I use it to look up, like, reference images if I can't find something on the million other sites I look at.
Ugh.
There's people who follow me.
But yeah, I don't use it for, like, its intended purpose. I just use it to look
The
at shit.
correct purpose? The correct porpoise?
They need to say what the correct purpose of anything is.
Porpoise.
I hurt myself. You know what? I'm gonna take one. I'm having the shaky shakes.
Take one what?
Diazepam. Diazepam.
Oh, the doctor gave me new meds.
This is an hunter.
This one. Try. Oh, I think it's try Kikimaru or BenoitProductions.
One of the two.
Probably BenoitProductions.
iPhone, welcome our giant robot overlords.
Too far.
Well, here, I'll open up Pinterest. Give me a sec.
No, you're sucking us up.
Well, it was up before I said it.
There we go, that one right
Am
there.
I just not spelling this correctly?
Well, that's
Nope.
Yeah, no kidding. It's what knocked me out the other day.
I have a vitamin D deficiency. Oh no, it's under my actual name. Well, it's not my fault that my name is long and it only allows so many characters. So you have one board called Stuff that has 0 pins because it made me make up a word. Here, can I find friends? No. I just want to fucking... Yeah. And I have a Snapchat I should probably use.
I have one too.
There's my brother. No, that's to... no, I'm not looking to invite people. I'm looking to search for people I already know are on the site. Is this why I don't use you, Pinterest? Because you're dumb?
I can't.
What are you?
My name?
There, I found you. Follow. There.
Yeah, but I have to follow you.
Shouldn't you get a notification?
No.
Really?
No, look up followers.
There.
You get a Pinterest.
No thanks. I don't need a Pinterest. I've got Facebook.
There. There's my technical difficulties for the day.
Woo!
I thought those happened before we started recording.
What?
The
No,
technical
the sound.
difficulties.
No, the new technical difficulty.
Ah.
Trying to fucking find each other on Pinterest. Fucking Pinterest.
I have got Facebook, Kik, and Snapchat, and that is enough for me. It's another way to talk
Oh, okay.
online, but it's the only
She's
way
trying to
talk.
find people to cheat on you with.
Whatever. I only got it because my sister-in-law was trying to talk to me, and she couldn't get a hold of me.
She's lying.
Oh, shut up. I use Hangouts for pretty much almost everything.
Oh, I have
now.
Hangouts too.
Yeah. Like, that's how I talk to pretty much everybody I talk to on a constant basis. And if I don't, either that's because they don't have internet often, and even then I still do, or it's because they are stupid and use like Skype or something.
Okay, Kiki, you want to hear something hilarious?
What?
If my ringtone goes off for Hangouts, I pretty much know it's you.
You're the only person who talks to her on Hangouts.
Dude, where is Hangouts? There it is. Like, seriously, I just made a group conversation for us, and that's just how I talk to you guys now.
Yeah.
So that I'm sure at least one of you will see it.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
See, if there's no response for a while, it's because I'm passed out and she's at work.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna
We're both passed out.
hang out to you like, I'm bleeding to death, please help. I'd probably call.
Yeah. Although that would be the big, there's something wrong. If my phone rings and it's her face, that means something has definitely gone wrong. Because that is the only time she ever
run down
calls
to
me.
the apartment.
Yeah, don't even bother answering.
Well,
Just
no,
pick up the phone.
You should probably bother answering because I might not be home. I do occasionally go outside.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, but in any case, I
You
should
mean the
start
sun
heading
doesn't
out
burn
the
you to
door.
death?
No, I have sunscreen and BB cream. And a hat. I go for bike rides.
You didn't know that?
No, I knew that. I was just making fun of the fact that she stays indoors a lot.
Well, my computer
So
is where I do the things.
Yeah.
This is the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Welcome to part 2.
And you don't go out in the sunlight.
Dude,
Nope.
Because you are a vampire.
I tried to do the things without my computer earlier, and now this trash can is full of paper that has been destroyed.
Oh, yeah. I have a question for you.
Trying to do what things?
No, art things, yeah. And I have the shaky shakes too much.
I'd love to learn how to do that, though. Calligraphy?
That is hard.
Learn how to use your elbow.
Yep.
Okay, screw
You
it.
have to learn that in art in general. Learn how
Yeah.
to use your elbow and your wrist as little as possible. But yes,
Ooh.
Do you have any, like, cardstock or thicker paper?
cardstock up there.
Okay, because I'm trying to make my grandma a card, and I don't have cardstock, apparently.
I also have art paper, and I am totally already working on making the mom's cards. This is for hasn't written his thing yet. She likes Winnie the Pooh. And probably later tonight or tomorrow, I'll finish mom's, and hers will be Godzilla themed.
Oh, nice!
Because we love Godzilla.
Yeah, see, that's where I was going. I'm making my own cards for my grandmother.
I'll bring out my art paper later.
Yeah. It was just something I asked, so I didn't forget.
That's pretty, but I would keep whacking the old shit.
Yeah.
Cupcake, come back to us. Post Pinterest. Tumblr is distracting enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm almost done copying.
But yes, Cupcake is,
He's listening to music to stay awake.
Cupcake! Everybody stare at Cupcake.
This would take too long. He would have to look at the other screen. Oh, my Ari's already hurt. Ari's have been a bitch today. Oh.
As we all stare and can't beat him.
What was I gonna say? Probably something about makeup.
Makeup?
In reference to going outside, because I do that whole thing where I put on clothes and shit.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
You're not like me,
Oh.
just throw on a t-shirt and jeans, you know?
He wanted to see my new skirt.
Cord.
Actually,
He moved his head.
it's a skirt dress. Actually, it has they're in a drawer, but it has you attach them to this to make it into a dress because you can just pull it up.
Oh, cool. I like
He
that.
moved
That's
his
pretty.
head in a different, like,
He
position
saw
for a
movement.
minute.
We're talking about things he doesn't have opinions on. No, Cupcake. Why don't we talk about Sailor Moon for a little while? Cupcake.
He can't hear us, can
Come to me.
Oh no, now he's probably just being a dick.
he? How would he know how to be one without one?
Ooh, you're being vicious tonight.
I have video proof that he's a dick, so
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he has one. That made it sound like I have video of his dick. That's not what I meant.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Now he's paying attention. Cupcake, come talk Sailor Moon with us.
Okay. We got his attention with that conversation.
Remember we were talking about Chibi you saw the other day? Let's talk about that. He's still confused. Tic-tac?
Kiki's trying to say she has pictures of you in a...
That's not what I said!
Compromising position.
I'm kidding.
That is not what I said.
She's never caught me in a compromising position.
What flavor are those ones?
They're berry.
Oh.
Make sure you read the ingredients.
I'm allergic to any kind of
She
berry.
couldn't compromise me if she tried.
I don't think I was
No,
bothered
you put
to
yourself
try.
in enough compromising positions.
I was sitting in a chair, a compromising position.
When he gets up, sometimes he bends over and his ass is as big as the screen.
So would yours be if it was that close.
My butt's not that big.
Be nice.
What?
To be honest, I probably weigh less than all of you.
Put together.
No, single.
No,
Can almost guarantee it.
Grieve's like 180 something though.
160.
I'm sorry, 160.
I also forget how short you all are, too.
Yeah.
I have the advantage of being like a good foot taller than the rest of you.
Am I
How tall are you?
like
6 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 6'5".
No, you're not. You're 5'5".
I'm 5'5".
Wow.
5.
If you were 6'5" and 180 pounds, you would literally be a beanpole.
Yeah, you'd be. First off, you'd be like up there, and second off, no. Am I the shortest one here?
I'm 5'4 3/4.
Yes, I am the shortest one here. Okay,
Why? How tall are you?
5'3". I used to be 5'5".
Lost some bone height there.
Yeah, well, I used to be 5'6".
I used to be like 5'5" and a half. I think that's
No,
what
I used to, at one point in my life, I was 5'6".
Proven that you
It's
get
joint
shorter
compression.
as you get
Yeah.
older.
No, you lose height because you're not getting enough exercise and your joints compress.
Exactly.
No, seriously, that's what happens.
That's what I said, exactly.
Yeah.
I was
Literally, your
agreeing with
spine
you.
starts to compress. The last time I was in the doctor before I got the new job, I had lost 2 inches. I went back again after the job and walking a lot, and all of a sudden I gained them back again. The doctor went, "Wow, you decompressed your spine."
Hey, cool. Maybe I'll get my inch back. I doubt it.
It makes me wonder if hubby would be taller if he didn't have scoliosis.
He
Yes.
would.
He would.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
would.
would. He would gain a couple inches easy.
He
You
wouldn't
lose
have that
most of
hump.
it when your spine compresses.
I think he's tall enough as it is, though, so...
Well, duh. But he's convenient for, high shelves and shit.
I always love people who are convenient for that stuff.
That was the only reason why I never really gave my sister that much shit about her height. Was because if I needed something on a shelf, she could reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never ever piss off the tall person in your life.
Oh no, I do that constantly.
Anyway, Ringo, come on.
I've reached that magical point now where I've stopped losing weight and just started gaining muscle.
Well, that's good.
Randomly looked down at my gut and was like, "The fuck?" All of a sudden, my 38s weren't fitting, and I'm like, I haven't lost any weight. It was hilarious too, because last weekend Raid was drunk and tried to whack me across the stomach and got the surprise as usual of, "Oh, wait a minute."
Somebody got drunk and tried to beat you?
Raid.
Okay.
Wait, have the girls never met Raid?
No, I haven't.
No, it's never been on at the same time. I've been trying. I have.
Yeah. Well, Raid
is
being a douche.
Well, I'm pretty sure End of Contact is coming.
Yeah.
He's spiraling farther and farther out of control to the point where pretty soon I'm gonna have to cut ties. If the alcoholism gets any worse, I really am gonna have to cut ties because it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's not exactly,
He's as far
handling
from
life.
stable as he could be.
Yeah, and there's no point in telling him about it anymore because he really is not doing anything to benefit himself.
Yeah.
He has given up hope.
Yeah.
I mean, the last 3 girls he's been with, he's been the guy breaking up the relationship. As much as he doesn't, as long as he, well, she was open to it. I'm like, no, is she dating another man? Yes. Does this man know that you're interacting with her? No. Congratulations, you're the douchebag.
When his relationship was essentially broken up because of that, he became the thing he hated.
Oh, nice.
I haven't said that to him anymore, but that's basically what's been going down. The last 3 girls have all been the same way. And I'm like, you have to stop doing this. You can't be bringing girls over to your place that are telling you that they're already in a relationship with somebody. Well, I'm just dating him. Does he know that you're doing this?
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just sick and tired of it. I'm too old and too tired for this shit. Here comes Ringo.
Ringo, lay down on the bed. Ringo, lay down.
Lay down. Lay down. Go lay down. Don't give me that sad look.
Shit, I looked at the Enderman.
You look at the Enderman?
Yeah, there's an Enderman on my shelf, and I looked at him.
Oh.
Now I have to stab at his knees.
A dog?
No, Enderman.
Oh.
When I was bumping heads with Grieve, I looked up at the shelves and I caught my Enderman. Yeah, I saw the
great.
picture. And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be attacked.
My Enderman has been stolen.
By a kitty cat. Meow. Meow. So what did you think of Outlast, Grieve?
I shall never speak of it again for as long as I shall live.
But you're gonna have to talk about it when we play the DLC.
I don't want to play the DLC. The 2 of you can play the DLC.
No, we have to finish
I'm
it
done
together.
being afraid.
Oh, it's so cute.
God.
I didn't like it. I think that the characters should be allowed to fight back. I do not think that they should go with the whole, like, this person is just very, very, very stupid. Oh, I got this anonymous letter, so I'm just gonna drive out to this, like, abandoned insane asylum in the middle of the night and break into it when this letter clearly states that there's a bunch of crap going on up there.
You know what's really funny?
Just,
They programmed it. They programmed into the ability to back out from right before you go through the window and get back in your car and leave.
What?
that option was there.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It came
There
out
was
of
an
Spec Ops The
option
Line.
for that.
There's an option in Spec Ops The Line where you can find, when you find out the enemy soldiers there, you can turn around and leave the area, and it ends the game.
What?
Yes. They did the same thing in Far Cry 4, where if you wait for the main big bad guy, he takes you right to where you were looking to go within the first 20 minutes of the game.
What?
You never asked.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much of a playthrough. To be fair, she started asking at beyond the point of no return.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone-
As
can
long
we
as you
just
don't go through
leave?
that window, you can leave. You can go back down the scaffolding and leave.
Can we just leave? And we're already running through everything. We're underground. Can we just leave?
Yeah, can we just leave?
That's okay. In the DLC, you get to play the guy that sends out the email.
What does that mean?
That's
Like-
why it's called Whistle. You remember at the start, the guy's reading an email he got. That's why he's there in the first place.
Yeah.
You play the guy that sent the email.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the point of playing the guy who sent the email?
Things and
You
stuff.
have to find out how it all went down.
Yeah.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
The thing I've never liked about psychological horror is that there are so many times and so many chances that one decision changes the entire outcome.
Yeah.
What, like in Silent Hill 2, whether or not you examine the knife can determine whether or not you get a bad ending?
Seriously.
Well, I don't mean like that. I mean like, okay, my favorite example is the modern remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They talk about how 24 teenagers have gone missing after visiting this town. Yet at no point does anyone above like the county level investigate. 24 people have gone missing and after entering a town.
Like
A
federal.
population of 20 people.
Yeah. The feds would have gotten in on that. by
Yeah.
And that's what's so funny, because the alternate ending is the FBI comes charging in and kills everyone. They literally
Wow.
gun everyone down. They kill Leatherface in his own bed. They burst into the bedroom and open fire with automatic weapons.
Because really, once you have the weapons, he's not really all that dangerous.
That's the whole thing. Anybody who's not a supernatural monster can be killed with guns.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as any law enforcement agency gets involved, the whole thing turns on its head.
Mm-hmm.
Leatherface is nasty, but if you've got a fucking automatic rifle, suddenly he's human. He can die. And it's hilarious because the alternate ending, like, half a dozen FBI hostage rescue team members burst in with MP5s and just open fire while he's laying in bed and gun him down. It's like, holy shit, kill the mad dog!
That reminds me, they're remaking Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
Huzzah.
God.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
They made 4 of them.
Yeah, I like.
Why not a 5th?
Well, no, it's a reboot.
Oh, it's a reboot.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's
That'll
not-
be better.
yeah. It's not like trying to make another one after so many years of it. But no, I let's just pretend the other 3 Paranormals don't exist.
Well, I only ever watched the first one, and the thing that upset me about that is that, okay, there's certain things that, like, when these movies are done and everything, yeah, I understand they make alternate endings and everything, but for
Yeah.
something that they're trying to put in your head actually happened or something, you know, like they tried to make you think that the Blair Witch Project was just a really bad example, but just bear with me. And
Okay.
these things happened, okay? Why would you put an alternate ending in the special features if you want it more believable?
They only do that for ticket sales. The based on true events thing.
Yeah.
That's just for ticket sales.
Now, Blair Witch Project didn't do the alternate ending, at least, but
It wasn't good in general.
no, it wasn't. I mean, I watch it sometimes when I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever, but
Well, yeah, sometimes a bad movie can be just a good thing to put on, but no, I'm actually a little happy because I did rewatch Paranormal Activity,
Mhm.
and like, I still enjoy it, but it doesn't really hold up. And
No.
I'm wondering if they could do a bit better. Like I'm gonna watch it and try to give it an at face value.
the what ruined the movie for me was I made the mistake of watching the alternate ending. And because there was an alternate way the movie ended, it just became less of a thrill for me, I guess. I don't know. Because honestly, it's like, I mean, I'm sure you guys know I'm into that kind of ghost adventures and paranormal stuff on that end, but it's like, but for me, I would rather have watched something and not had the alternate ending option than to have watched it and seen the alternate ending because it kind of ruins it for me. You know what I mean? There's certain things you can make alternate endings to, but just not that kind of thing. Words, Kiki, words.
Yeah.
Hard.
Words are hard. What was I going to talk about? I don't remember anymore. Okay.
So they're making another paranormal. Or not paranormal, but paranormal activity. Wow.
Do you need a pillow for your ass?
No. I'm stretching my back out. Honestly.
Well, I had my reference images open still for some reason.
Oh!
I'm like, why are they still open? That's just wasting memory.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Wow, what?
Mm-hmm.
Science Daily reports that we have found the master growth factor in embryos.
Yeah?
A single protein referred to as FGFR1 directs all embryonic development.
Wow.
They found the on-off switch.
I'm
Oh!
not sure what that means, but okay.
Put this protein in an egg, it starts splitting.
Developing.
It's the thing that tells the other things to do the things to make people.
It's the spark that lights the keg.
So technically you wouldn't need a guy.
Yes.
Well, yeah. But it's the, essentially, yeah. But also you could use it to arguably change other factors because you know where it starts.
That's pretty damn cool. Probably won't be ready for like 20 years.
Well, actually lately there's been like pretty decent amount in scientific discovery, like that study that linked depression to mitochondrial DNA changes. But yay science!
Yay, science!
Now she tries to log into Tumblr.
Damn here.
Science!
Science! Science!
Did we get lost?
I'm brain dead.
We're never lost. We're simply on an adventure.
Oh,
My grandma says that to me all the time. She goes, "We are never lost. We are taking adventure. Or the scenic route. One of the two."
Good advice.
I always thought it was.
Remember, the only people who are lost are people who have given up all hope.
There you go. I
When
like that right there.
when you're lost in suburbia hell, it's very easy to give up all hope.
Yeah.
It's like, what? They all look alike. Where the fuck am I?
Hmm.
It just means you have no sense of direction. No, seriously. I don't get people who are like, I don't know how we're gonna get home. Do you know which direction is east? Yes? Go that way!
Well, no.
Okay.
The problem is when you weren't paying attention in the first place and you're trying to go based on where you know things are, but you have to go, oh wait, I can't go that way. It's
Kiki,
cul-de-sac. I have to
All
go this
streets
way.
run one of two ways. East to west or north to south.
That's not true in certain areas.
That's true everywhere.
Like literally in the new development, that's not true.
It's true everywhere. Whether you believe it or not, even if the roads are curvilinear, they're heading in one central direction all the time. It's a part of urban development.
Well, then they screwed it up.
Well, no, yes, eventually if you keep walking that road, you are going to hit. It's just a matter of when you try to backtrack and you weren't paying attention, you're gonna get a little
Turned around.
well, especially in like the, what is that community called? It's not one of the gated communities, because obviously I was in it. But they
You're
have
talking
these,
about we have a place outside a town called Liberty Village that's like that. They
Yeah.
use curvilinear roads. They do run east-west, but they go like this.
yeah, but theirs are more like, it's like somebody looked at a puzzle piece and went, or like a puzzle and went, yeah, that would be good for road structure, except for we'll make a bunch of dead ends here and here and here.
That's curvilinear building.
Well, also because it's a new development, not all the signs are up. So
Really?
yeah, so sometimes you're like, you're not aware you're going
Wait.
towards a dead end.
Do your cities not take take control of subdevelopments?
He's funny.
That's the law here. You build a subdevelopment, you're automatically annexed by the nearest city.
No, it is a part of the city, but while it's in development, until you hit a certain stage, you technically don't need signs. So even though people are living there, some parts of it don't have signs.
I love the look on his
the
face.
roads before they build the houses here.
Well, no, the road.
Congratulations, you
Yeah.
live in a higher developed.
This is
The area isn't finished, therefore it does not need signs yet.
Like, are you saying, like, when there's no houses at all?
No, there's houses. I mean, like,
There's houses,
the streets
there's roads,
have
there's just
names
no
with
signs.
signs, but I mean, like, dead end, yields, stuff like that. They're not up yet. So if I'm in an area I don't know well, I'm not aware that I'm going for a dead end.
The street signs last?
Pretty much.
Certain traffic signs go up later, sometimes.
Do you have straight roads that cul-de-sac?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
They're not supposed to do that.
They do here.
Cul-de-sacs are supposed to come off of corollary roads, not the main feeders.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
In some of the old areas, it does that too.
It's not supposed to. That's terrible design.
I wouldn't say Woodland was designed with the best interest at hand. We kind of just tack shit on the best we can.
Our original high school was built like a prison.
Well, that was intentional. But no, like, certain areas make perfect bloody sense. If you live near Main Street, everything makes sense. If you live in the richer areas, it makes a little less sense. If you live in the country-ish areas, it depends on which side. And if you're in the new development area, it depends on where you are. Because certain things either are not labeled yet or are in the process of being redeveloped, so that road you thought was there might not be there anymore.
Can I send you a marker for the development?
I don't know, can you?
I'm trying to figure out if I can.
Although getting around town's a bit weird now because Main Street's being redeveloped, so there's a lot of detouring.
Or you can still walk all the way down Main Street.
Well, yeah, you can walk, but if you're, I don't know, in a car, like, it's not that hard to figure out once you realize where the detour is trying to take you. It's just when you didn't realize in the first place and you get somewhere, you're like, oh, I can't turn left here anymore.
This is the thing that cracks me up. So they say that all the businesses are open on some of the signs, right?
Yeah.
I want to know how the hell you get into the Budget Inn.
You can't.
Yeah, you have to park like a block over and then walk.
Wait, because somebody asked us the other day when we were out playing Ingress.
Well, no, wait,
walking
actually
around.
you can if you go around.
No,
To the back, it's fenced off.
It's fenced off.
Oh.
Because that's where we were trying to take care of a portal, and it was fenced off.
They were supposed to take that down.
They didn't.
Well, that's Budget End's fault then.
Nah.
The city held up its end. It said it would put all the business names on the detour signs. It's not their fault if they didn't follow
And the
through.
funny part is, there's actually cars parked in there.
Well, that's probably people who, work there. Like, if you're in the area, you could sort of still move your car around in that area. But yeah.
I don't know how to get in and out with all that shit around it, though.
When we were coming back from Sacramento the other day, we got stuck on the causeway because they're like, yeah, let's do the causeway right now. So they had to shove everybody to one side.
Good God.
And that's not great when...
I call shenanigans.
It doesn't help that the causeway is only 2 lanes. Because it's an older causeway. And it's coming off of a newer road in Sacramento that is like 4 lane, and then it eventually shifts down, and then you have to shift that down again to 1 lane. So you and like a million different semis are all trying to fit on this one fucking side. Though, you know what? Fuck it though. I may have been inconvenienced, but at least they are working on that on that bridge because.
But the way they do construction in California sometimes doesn't make sense. They tore apart Marysville, okay?
Yeah.
When I was living there. And the street I was living down was a main street. Why they did it, I don't know, but they turned our block of road that our house was on, that we were renting was on, into a one-way street and took away all of our parking that was right there in front of the house, right? Which meant us, the house next to us, and the house next to them had nowhere to park.
Yeah.
They did all this for 3 months. And then they switched it all back to the way it was originally.
Well, yes.
What was the point?
For construction purposes.
Yeah, but why not just put up signs? Why change the whole freaking road?
Because
And paint the lines and everything.
somebody somewhere said we might get sued, let's put up signs.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
They put up signs, they repainted the road, too.
Well, they don't usually do that here,
That
unless it's going to be permanently that way.
they repainted the road and then switched it back. And the funniest part about it was there was a number of times where me and my buddy's mom was sitting on the porch, okay? And we watched, in an hour, 2 semis, 6 trucks, and 3 regular-sized cars go the wrong way down that road.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there were signs everywhere.
What street is that everybody turns on? In the morning, the cones are always knocked over because somebody's turned on it when you're not supposed to anymore.
But I mean, they literally, it wasn't just one of those one-way signs that they put on streets. Normally, it was like a huge sign, cones, those little, sawhorses looking things.
Uh-huh.
All of that was put up there. It was even like, don't go this way 1,000,000 times. And they still managed to go the wrong way.
Wow, that would have really sucked if she had said no. Doctor Who fan builds a life-size TARDIS in 10 days to propose to his girlfriend. Like that guy that bought, 100 iPhones or fucking something to propose?
God.
And she's like, no.
Bought 100 iPhones to propose?
I think it turned out they had barely been dating.
Then that's just ridiculous.
But yeah, big romantic gestures sound neat in movies, but in real life,
You're like,
there has to be standards.
it's either you're putting them in a situation where you're just gonna make them feel like a dick, or they're just gonna say no because you made them really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue if the relationship was good enough, they wouldn't have done that in the first place, but people are kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Just because
people are always stupid.
not all relationships end just because they didn't get engaged.
Mm-hmm.
That happens sometimes.
Sometimes people get engaged and then it falls apart. It's happened to a couple of my friends.
Well, yeah, because they start to get into the, the semantics of of money and whatnots and living together, and then they realize, oh wait, we don't actually agree on this shit. This can't work.
Mm-hmm.
Which is shit you need to agree on. You need to. You can't just jump in, get married, and hope that it'll all work out. Because it's not like you suddenly change when you get married.
Is that a giant thing of goldfish?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really?
The land of Walmart.
Giant Ritz crackers, basically. With cheese.
Oh.
No, it's like the last 2 girlfriends I had,
I almost fell.
when the facade fell away. Yeah, anyway, whatever.
No, go ahead.
No.
We're listening to you.
No, it's not that.
Do you not want to talk about it?
When they realized I was a horrible monster, suddenly I wasn't as desirable anymore.
You're not a horrible monster.
That's what you think.
No, I was hoping for my genius. I have coupons in my pocket for the rest of my money.
The last girl I dated left me for a gay man. I'm not even joking.
What? How does that even work?
I don't know. She wrote me a text and said, I'm leaving you. I don't remember his name now. And I was like, isn't he gay? Doesn't he have a boyfriend? She's like, well, yeah, but, I'm like, well, just, okay.
Now,
she was probably looking for more of a social status issue in the relationship than actual any romantic implications.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about as romantic as an ice cube. Remember what I was saying about being a monster? Yeah.
For me, romance is... I don't buy into most big romantic gestures anyway, so... Like, oh, you saw something cute in the store and you brought it home to me. That's sweet, but like setting up a big event and trying to surprise me is not very sweet.
I think it depends on what the big event is.
Depends.
Oh yeah, well, I suppose because it would be difficult to get me to a surprise event, because like my surprise birthday party was not a surprise.
When did you have a surprise birthday party?
Remember when you guys had a surprise party for me in the backyard of my sister's? We slept outside in tents.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not a fucking surprise.
Well, no, because people had to like go over things with you.
Well, no. I was told to feign it was a surprise, but yeah, essentially kept having him come to me to ask me things so that he could tell other people what to do, because my sister was trying to plan this party and she would keep saying things and he's like, I don't think actually likes those things.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut all of that out now.
Why?
Because you said names.
I can just bleep them. That's what I always do.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh, it's like my last girlfriend, which was 10 years ago. Oh, maybe not that long. 8. I thought I was being romantic by she liked this certain pizza place out here, and so I brought a pizza over to her place. She's like, "Don't you know I'm on a diet? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "Shit, sorry." She'd been talking for weeks about how she was craving one of these pizzas, so I was like, "Oh, I'll just grab it on the way home from work."
I thought it was sweet.
Yeah, that's something I would find sweet. That's not an issue of you. That's an issue of her and her body image obsession.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. I think you're just, falling for bitches.
Well, it sounds like a lot of the women out there have
issues.
Well, no, it's the social structure of expectation that many women are pressed upon, and so are men. Either you manage to find that person who doesn't buy into them, or you find that person who helps you not buy into them. Or you find that person who also buys into them, so you both, do the stupid social things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my other problem, too, is, I just don't, like Kiki said, I just don't buy into the social bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last girl I went on a date in, which was, over a year ago, was so bad that I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I thought we had a connection. She thought I was fucking slime. I come to find out. I was like, I understand, blah, blah, blah. What might I do if she just immediately states that she's no interest? But I would have appreciated her being honest right from the get-go and never bothered at all if she had no interest.
Yeah.
That's something we've talked about many times before. It's one of those social issues. You're both coming from different places, and one has learned the internalized fear of being nice to the guy until they eventually go away, and the other with the expectation of just being honest.
Yeah. Because
we've been, without our knowledge, taught that we need to be nice to suitors, even if they're terrible people, because secretly they might murder us.
Which is a fair assumption. I do look like a serial killer.
Well, not just you. Anybody could be a serial killer, but it's a legit concern that's been heavily reinforced. That we're also taught to be nice in general, otherwise we'll look like a bitch.
What I'm getting at is that I find out later through the grapevine, basically, that she never had any interest, and I'm like, why did you not say this before we met up? I wouldn't have even bothered. I had fun, whatever, but, she had no interest to begin with. She thought I was slime, and she was just basically making her dad happy. I'm like, we could have made shit up. They would have never known.
Exactly.
It's so silly.
Well, dating culture in general is pretty silly.
Yeah.
Says the woman who's never really been a part of it.
No, I haven't.
I have been.
I'm talking about myself.
I've been on 3 dates in my entire life.
Ringo,
All of them ended terrible. Well, I didn't think that at the time, but like, I come to find out later, it was just like, God, what a weird fuck. And I'm just like, fuck all y'all.
Ringo, lay down on the bed. Outside? He needs out. Outside. And apparently she needs to pee.
Huzzah!
Sure, I will double headphone. Ah! You're pinching my ear.
No!
Come on, bud.
Thank you.
The longer I live, the more I feel like I'm the only sane man in an insane world.
This world is pretty insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
I got what you meant, but I agree.
Sane, insane, whatever.
Insane.
Really now.
Wow.
Yes.
Where do you keep your lady things?
Are they not in the side cabinet?
I don't know, I didn't even look for one.
Well, I'm sorry, I assumed you looked. We've been looking for tampons, and we're sitting here waiting.
I was gonna request a short break.
Well, we can stop if you guys want.
Oh, no, that doesn't matter, but, freaking, no, I just want to grab cigarettes fresh air really quick.
You smokers and your smoking.
Hey.
What's going on?
They want a smoke break.
They can't have a smoke break.
You know what? When did you become in control of a pack of my cigarettes?
About 5 seconds ago.
I denied. I don't take well to authority figures.
Well, then you're kind of fucked now, aren't you?
Isn't that all the world is? Authority figures?
Oh yeah, I take about as much from as authority figures as I have to get by in the world. Otherwise, screw it.
You're starting to sound more and more like one of the stalkers at my workplace with every passing moment.
I actually had a manager who loved me because of that.
Did you find the tampons?
Yes. Okay. And so much for my plans.
You could slightly alter your plans. Ow!
You know, that's why the good Lord invented peppermint bonbon ice cream, you know.
What does that have to do with sex?
What? I missed that.
Peppermint bonbon ice cream.
You're just not thinking creatively enough. That's the whole problem. You gotta think outside the dodecahedron.
But that seems more like a mess. And she's already having a mess.
Hey, you know, there are people that will pay good money for that mess on video.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't want to do that, so.
Oh, she doesn't have to know that she's doing that.
Ew.
That's one of those lines I won't cross.
Ew.
Well, that's where you fail and I succeed.
Any pornographic act that I record must have all parties consent.
It's not good porn if they're consenting. Now that was a dark line, and I will make no excuses.
Wow.
Sorry.
That was not intended in the way I said it, but that was hilarious.
Okay.
Are you getting tired, Kiki?
No, Kiki always yawns.
Kiki's always tired. That's the problem. She's like the Hulk for tiredness. This is what happens when I get a pot of coffee in me.
Kiki, smash. Sorry.
Kiki needs a stretch break.
Why don't you people go take a smoke break?
Faith wanted a smoke break.
Oh, okay. I did not know this.
Yes, Faith wanted a smoke break, but we were talking about things, and then things happened, and I've just been standing here.
I do what I can.
Thank you, Bones.
I mean, if you
And
want
the very model of the Major Domo.
go or something.
You know what's really, really
Timmer.
funny is I forgot that I had these on when I was going to take Ringo out the first time. And I walked out there, and for a second, there was, like, nothing being said. And then all of a sudden, you guys must have been talking. I couldn't hear you. But then he said something, and it scared the crap out of me because I forgot I had that phone.
Giggity. Giggity. I have an entire pot of coffee in me.
I'm kind of scared. Okay, you guys think up topics.
We're apparently gonna go smoke.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Enjoy your
Huzzah!
nicotine.
I shall try. Wish I had chocolate. I don't
There's
have
chocolate
chocolate.
in the kitchen.
No, keep the headphones. That way we know if they're talking about us.
I don't know if they reach that far.
No, they do. I can go all the way to the trash.
Holy crud! These are good headphones.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
gonna
don't
be
have
fun.
to take them with us.
I'll probably end up putting them down on my shoulders anyways. They've become a part of my head at the moment, okay?
My allergies are on overload today. My eyes just will
Poor
not
Kiki.
stop watering. Stupid fucking
Death is
city
coming.
of trees. Oh. Our doctor just prescribed me Zantac.
Huzzah!
Can't afford it. Not covered by insurance.
Zantac is available over the counter.
Yeah, I can't afford it over the counter.
You can't afford it on insurance either?
They won't insure it. Only like the super duper allergy related stuff is on Medicaid, is insured, at least here in California.
Wow.
If you can buy a generic of it, you can't get it on over the counter. That is, you can't get it on insurance. So
Well, that's pretty much all the best allergy medications at this point, because the shit that's still under prescription is like the super duper versions of all of the stuff that's over the counter now.
I mean, now that he's gotten a pay raise because of the managerial position, we're probably going to buy the generics. But that's just a little too much overhead.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be gone for like a whole week. What will I do?
What do we do, Sub Commander? Shook, we die.
I'm not looking to get that dramatic.
I was just quoting The Last Starfighter.
Like, wow, I haven't seen that in forever.
It's a good movie.
Weren't they gonna remake it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think so.
Like, pull up the calendar. From the 20th to, I want to say, the 25th or the 26th, he'll be gone.
I see.
So you will have to keep me amused.
You say that, but what if I'm working?
Oh, I meant no more than general that you do.
Oh, yeah. There's something horrifying about realizing that everyone I interact with is a fucking moron. Like, literally, I look at some of the people I interact with and go, how are you not choking on your own tongue? I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it's just like, the level of incompetence I see from people in general just scares the living shit out of me.
Considering that many high-ranking officials are rather incompetent, apparently you can get through life rather well.
Well, that's all about money.
Yeah.
You know, when the heart surgeon comes to me and complains about how his toilet leaks out of every hole, and I go, "Did you put the seals in?" And he goes, "What? You know those black rings that were around every hole? Yeah. What did you do with those?" "I took them out. I thought they were just protectors for the rims." I'm like, "No, those are the seals. You put those in when you tighten it down so the water doesn't leak." "Oh, shit. Well, I'm a heart surgeon and I couldn't figure this out." "Did you read the instructions?" "Why would I read the instructions? That's for stupid people." Let me Let me rephrase that. You might want to read the instructions from now on.
Even when I know what I'm doing, I give the instructions a general glance.
But literally, like I've told my friends, I'm shocked that the streets aren't overflowing with liquid shit from the amount of stupid things that people have done. There's a specific pipe compound you have to use when connecting gas pipes together, because the regular shit breaks down when exposed to gas. People buy the regular shit because it's cheaper. We're talking about explosive gas here.
Are these like average people and not like contractors and shit?
Oh no, the contractors are professionals. They understand that you have to use the other shit.
Yeah.
There's 3 different bottles. There's a blue bottle, a yellow bottle, and a red bottle. Blue is regular pipe compound. It makes a watertight seal on threads. Yellow is holding compound. You use it so that pipes aren't blown apart under high pressure. And I'll give you one guess what the red bottle does.
Sorry, I almost dumped over tea.
That would have been bad.
I was scared for a moment, because, well, not just that, but there's a hard drive on the desk right now.
Oh, no.
Well, you've told me quite a few horror stories of people walking in and buying essentially the wrong thing, like the lighting lady, or the art gallery lady.
Yeah, they're still the number 1 type of bulb used in galleries. I don't understand why, because halogens burn everything up they touch. I'm shocked by people. The last guy with the gas paste, I looked at him. He had 4 little girls with him. I said, if not for yourself, for your children, use the shit that doesn't break down when exposed to gas. People will fight you tooth and nail. No, I know what I'm doing. I got this under control.
That's not actually close. Hi, dog.
The last guy that refused my advice on a gas valve, I'm like, I'll call the fire department for you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they smell like cigarettes. But you know, rights means you smell like my mother, so.
By
Huzzah.
the way, you have no idea how weird the conversation sounded with just his end on it.
This is what Bones sounds like when he's awake. Cranky!
Oh. Well, no, it was more of the factor from my end. It went from, something about people swallowing their own tongues to toilet talk.
Yeah,
we were talking about dumb
the level of intelligence that I deal with on a daily basis. You know that one picture of a whole bunch of cats licking a window and the one cat looking around at the other one and just says, "I'm surrounded by morons"?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's me now.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that sometimes.
I felt like a major fuck up for months, and then suddenly I had this eureka moment where I looked around and went, this isn't me fucking up. This is that everybody else is giving me terrible instructions.
Yeah.
Which is arguably why life sucks so much. We've all been given the wrong instructions.
Yep.
There's something amazing about realizing that.
Oh, I thought you froze for a moment.
What? No, oh no, sorry. I had this moment today where I realized when Raiden and I first met, our positions were exchanged. I was the one about 30 seconds away from being completely unhinged, and he was the completely sane one. And suddenly I had this realization where I'm like, you are literally within spitting distance of being completely unhinged. And I've come the complete other way.
People always say that people don't change, and that is both right and wrong, because you go through many stages of you, and sometimes there are very terrible stages, and sometimes there are less terrible stages. Just all a matter of what's going on around you.
Exactly.
How is the chaos affecting you? That is a lot of pugs.
Yes.
And suddenly not a pug.
No more pugs. Down with the pugs.
There's like pugs everywhere, and then all of a sudden this other dog pops up.
Oh, hi, I'm not a pug.
We blog in the pugs.
I was listening to techno music and suddenly it went to Stronger Than You from, damn it, now I can't think of it. The show we were talking about at the beginning with the gems. Steven Universe. It just randomly went to the Garnet Stronger Than You song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
But it helps that she's voiced by a wonderful singer.
Oh yeah, she's great.
All I can say is because it keeps escaping my head.
Yeah.
Ooh, my shoulder popped.
What are you doing? Nothing. Deleting stuff.
Is my fish still swimming drunkily? Or
Yes.
is he dead?
No, he's still swimming drunkly.
Oh, okay.
Just towards the top of the thing.
So what are we talking about?
Stuff.
I don't know.
California's already on fire.
Oh,
Huzzah!
awesome.
Fresno had 5 different wildfires the other day.
Wow.
We are expected to have way more than we had last year. And considering that our Yosemite was mostly on fire this last summer, I'm gonna wonder if Yosemite is gonna still be a thing after this year.
Oh.
Nice.
It's because everybody's like, yay, we got a little bit of rain. But yay, that's not really a good thing, because that's enough rain to grow just a little bit of brush that then dries out and then catches fire in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Pretty much the size of it.
So high five, fire season is on. Which
Let it begin.
also train and tomato season.
Yep.
Tomatoes.
No, not tomato trucks everywhere. It smells disgusting. And then
tomatoes.
the tomato plant going. Oh.
I can't wait for it to be watermelon season here.
Ooh, we still have watermelon. Puppy fail.
Nobody even tried to save the poor thing.
Hey, when's Dr. Who coming back? I have no idea. Other than it is. I just don't know when. Last season Ender was not that great.
No.
Which is terrible, because it had, like, great actors,
Yeah.
but plot-wise, really shitty.
Yeah.
And dumb. But I'm gonna keep watching it, because I'm dumb.
There's an interesting combination.
What, the dog and the rat?
Mm-hmm.
Generally, it's actually quite easy to get mammals to get along with other mammals, so if they'll fucking sign in, jeez.
Yep, it says I'm 9 days late.
Well, log your period day.
Woo! Period day.
Today's the 9th already?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It
No,
goes
it's the
quick.
8th.
It's the 9th here, just not there yet.
Yeah. You must have your time.
Yes,
wrong.
future man.
I am a day ahead!
Well, luckily you don't live in, like, a different fucking country. Usually
Yes,
when
I'm
I
not
get
Moss.
up, Moss is about to go down. That sounded dirty.
Just a little bit.
Just a little tiny bit.
I think we have run out of topics, and I'm gonna stop trying to use words. Words.
Gracious, not my friend tonight.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Bones, Faith, and Grieve. In case you were somehow unaware, this was episode 65. I was the Jabberbot, and you were the audience. Farewell, internet beings.
So good night, Bones.
Good night,
Good night.
Bones.
Good night, everybody.